Hello and welcome back to another edition of Check It Out. Okay friends, check it out, the Sky Phantom FPV drone. This thing is fun. So, one of the beauties of being a dad is that you get to play with your kids' toys. Of course, I've got my kid right next to me right now. He can fly this better than I can. We've had it a grand total of about 3 days. It took my son about, I'm gonna say about 5 or 6 flights to kind of figure it out. At first, I was a little bit frustrated. We figured out a few tips and tricks that we're gonna show you today. And I'll do some talking, and then we will get this drone up in the air, and we'll have my son do some flips, maybe some front flips, back flips, side flips, and it's really cool with that. So let me talk for just a little bit more about the details, and I promise you we'll get up and going on this, get this guy in the air as well. So here's what we have landed on. When we first got this guy, we charged up the batteries, I hooked up my phone, we also hooked up the iPad. It was kind of fun. You could fly it, make videos, and take pictures too. But the honest truth is, if you're looking for a drone with a camera that's gonna like take nice pictures and do nice videos, my opinion is this isn't it. This is kind of a very entry level drone. It really reminds me more of just kind of a fun toy to fly rather than a drone that's gonna take like nice pictures or videos. Can you do the videos? Yes. Was it relatively easy to set it up? Yeah, it kind of was. Also, this guy online, and by the way, if you look in the description, I'll put some more information here. I'll also put where you can purchase this guy. But so online, they show 2 main complaints on the reviews. And if you read those reviews, the main complaints are this. Number 1, some people were saying that the software that connects to your phone, they weren't impressed, thinking that the software was asking access to different parts of the phone that they did not like. And that kind of threw me off a little bit. And then secondly, several people complained that if you fly this guy up in the air and you go above, I think it's 40 feet, that this drone will lose connection to the remote control. And when it does that, it goes full blast off into the distance. You might never find it again. So learn from those 2 lessons. So here's what we've done. I've disconnected my phone. Actually, I'm going to take the app off my phone completely. And basically, we're just using this guy as a toy. We're not really going to use the camera a whole lot. I don't know. The kids have an iPad. I might let them hook it up. I might not. I'm not really sure about that. But the real fun of this guy is just flying it. It's a blast to fly. And now that my son's really figured it out and he really taught me how to fly it, now we've kind of got it down and it's just fun. You know, the batteries last about 7 minutes is what they say. So it's just a blast for about 10 minutes and it comes with 2 batteries. So, you know, we can make it 20 minutes there. It does take about 90 minutes, it says, to charge them up. We found that about an hour is what it's taking us to charge them. So somewhere in that range anyway. But very fun. Also, just to make it clear, so you do not have to use the phone. If you want to, you can. Here's what it came with. Here's the actual drone right here. And it came with some extra propellers. And then here's the actual remote right here. And then here's the charging cord. And this is the battery right here that it comes with. So again, this is a spare battery. All right. That's enough talking. Let's get this thing in the air. So I've got, again, my 8-year-old son. In all fairness, he's 8.5, almost 9 years old. But he has mastered this thing after only flying it. Maybe 5 times he figured it out. After 10, he really had it down. After 20, he was doing backflips. He can basically fly around the house. Does it run into the walls a little bit? Yeah, it does. Is it probably going to break in the near future? Yeah, I don't know. Probably. It does have these kind of protector pieces that go around the propellers here. I'll put it that way so you can kind of see it. But, you know, let's face it. This guy's a toy. This is not a drone like, you know, a nice one that you're going to go out and take beautiful pictures of the landscape around your house or something. This is a kid's toy, and that's about all it is. But it's really fun. We've had maybe a half a dozen flying remote control devices, from drones to like the little helicopters and the little cheapy things. And this one has impressed me the most. That's why I'm making a video for it. It's really fun. It's really cool. And relatively easy once you figure it out. So we're kind of lucky in our house. We do have high ceilings so that we can kind of fly this guy and get away with a little extra airspace, if you will. So we basically fly this in the house almost exclusively. We did take it out a little bit, but it was kind of windy out, so we came back in pretty quickly. All right, that's enough talking. Let's get this guy in the air. I'm going to turn it over, and we'll hear what my 8-year-old son has to tell us as far as advice on this guy, too. All right, you want to take over here?
Yes. So the first thing you'll do is you'll take the drone. There's this button right here. You're going to hold it for about 5 seconds. Wait till it blinks fast. Then you're gonna put it like on a surface, probably like on a carpet here. Now, not probably on a tall carpet, because we kind of have this, because the blades could get caught once you put it on the ground.
All right.
So for now, let's like put it probably there.
Okay, and
the
then
remote,
let's see that remote.
You're gonna press the power button. When you beep, it means it's connected. You're gonna go up, down, and then with this button, you're gonna press it, and it'll just kind of launch on its own. And
Got it.
then, like, this button will make it do a 3D flip.
Sorry, show us that launch button again.
This button.
So this is really cool at home. So if you just press this button right here, whoops, this one right here, it launches on its own. It'll go up a few feet and just hover there. So one really nice thing about this drone is, as far as elevation goes, it kind of does its own thing. Like if you get it 10 feet in the air, it basically stays 10 feet in the air until you make an adjustment, which is really, really nice. So all you're really concentrating on is left to right, forward, backward, and that kind of stuff. And you really don't have to worry about elevation too awfully much. All right, and what's that other button there?
So this one will make it do a 3D flip, the back one.
The 360 flips.
You're
That
gonna
is awesome. Wait till you guys see this.
press
Yep.
And then you're gonna flick this up. You're gonna flip this up, and it'll do a front flip. And if you hold the button and push it back, it'll do a back flip. Now, if you hold it and you push it side, it'll go a side flip, and same with the other side. You can make
So you can do front, back, left flip, right flip, and then this controller right here is mostly used for elevation, up a little higher, down a little lower, that kind of stuff.
and like turns around it. And
Cool.
turns the other way.
And also another thing that's nice is when you press that launch button, once it's in the air, if you press that again, it will land itself. So all you have to do is just kind of make sure you guide it in left to right, front and back, that kind of stuff, but it'll slowly land itself, which is really kind of nice. All right, let's get that thing in the air.
So we'll do a front flip. So you want to get it like away from walls, kind of in the middle of your room.
Okay, middle of the room.
So it's hard to kind of adjust it. So we'll do a front flip. Whoa! Now once it completes the flip and is done and goes back to its normal place, it kind of wanders off a little.
All right.
So then we'll do a back flip.
Sweet.
Okay, we'll do, let's see here. We'll do a side flip. Whoa. Now, see how it's blinking now? When it starts to blink, that means that it's getting a little low on battery. So apparently, what I found out is that when it starts blinking and it's in the air, it means it'll land kind of by itself and you won't really know, so you got to be prepared kind of for anything. And it won't let you do any more flips, because the flips kind of take out a lot of power, so it won't kind of make you do a little more. It won't let you do more flips. So
Gotcha.
it's gonna. So the battery so when it blinks in the air, that means it's dead. Or not dead, but almost it's running out of power.
So the battery's dying right now. We can't do any flips with it. Why don't we go ahead and land it? So we have made this video. This is our second or third time. So we've done a couple takes and we had a full battery and now we're down to empty battery. So it gave you an idea of this anyway. Maybe I'll make a second video of just some flying, but it gave you a nice idea of what this guy can do. And again, I would say that the battery runs a solid 7 minutes is what they say in the instructions. And I would say, yeah,